your topic. You want me to set it up, or are you good as far as the?
Yeah, you can set it up.
All right, Xbox raising prices out in the streets. Microsoft is hiking the price of Game Pass and the Series X. So this has come out. Shout out to The Verge. Shout out to them, the legendary Tom Warren. So I just paraphrase. Series X price will remain the same in the U.S. and match PlayStation 5 pricing in most other markets. Game Pass prices are also going up in most markets. So, they've alluded this that Microsoft is increasing the Series X in most countries in August, apart from U.S., Japan, Chile, Brazil, and Colombia. So those kind of staying the same, and that the Game Pass and Game Pass Ultimate subscription for the first time next month, which will see a base Game Pass subscription moving up from $9.99 to $10.99. So basically $1 there, and this was kind of the communications.
$1, you say?
Yes, King, $1. Oh, look at you. I know what you're doing. So this is from Kerry Perez, the head of communications on Xbox. We've held our prices for consoles for many years and have adjusted the prices to reflect the competitive conditions in each market. And then the Series X console moving in the UK from £479.99 to £549.99 across most European markets. Canada from $649.99, and Australia, I believe that's $799.99 in Australia starting August 1st. So Series S pricing will not be adjusted in any markets, which is interesting. And Game Pass Ultimate pricing that will start from July 6th, and that will move from the $14.99 to $16.99. So yeah, those. Yes, King, $2. Yes.
Okay, I'm just.
Oh, you just trying to clarify.
I need to, have the clarification on the financials.
All right. I don't know what Addict doing with his screen, so
I just want to show people. Yes, I did beat Final
Oh
Fantasy
my
VIII.
God!
Don't no. They were coming at me hardcore. You didn't beat. Yeah, I have all the summons. I even have Titus's ultimate weapon. Not Titus. Squall's ultimate Lionheart. So get off me. Get off me, guys.
Who's anybody coming out here saying
everyone's level 100. May I add too? And it's like I said, I have all the GFs, all of them in 8.
Who coming at you like this?
Why
are you having to prove yourself to anybody?
You're not the one that anybody should be coming out about finishing games.
Yeah.
No, it's because I was.
Oh, hold on. Yo, I never seen him in here. Shout out to Fatiga Plays in the chat. He said, hold the line back to back. Shout out to Fatiga Plays, yo. His videos are absolutely hilarious.
Videos,
hilarious. Salute.
So, that's because what it was is I was making statements about 16. And people didn't like that. So they're like, how do I know
check your resume? Oh, they hit you with the resume check.
And what's funny is like, it's just like, nah, just take that L, walk home, because trust me, it doesn't end there. I can bring up other Final Fantasy.
We know how you get down, bro. You're the Addict for a reason.
They need to walk away from him.
Yeah, so look, that's not a fight.
That's not a fight you want. Leave our young boy alone. Young boy. Our young boy's a shooter. He will get you out of there. So
he no life game.
Exactly.
Not that guy.
And in real life, he big. Don't mess with him.
Yeah, for real.
Because I look small next to Addict.
These dudes be like, Addict ain't nothing to hold, man.
Yeah. Oh my God. You know what the first thing they be? They're like, yo, I didn't realize he. Leave our young shooter alone.
Me and Cog down here.
We down here. I'm big. I'm beefy, but this the tall boy right there. You don't want no problem.
You say what? You beefy, Paul.
All right.
Play my joystick.
Oh, come on. Don't do me like that. Come on.
Who out there looking for a little beefy guy?
Time on King. Moving on to the topic.
Beefy. Get your beefy here.
Listen, I like to eat.
Get your beef at this stand.
Oh, man.
Yo, Addict, he walked in the cookout. Vader like, Cognito has entered the building.
He did say that. He did say that.
He walked in like a wrestler. He's like, beefy.
Time on King for body shaming me.
Nah, man. You said beefy. I did.
Well, I ain't slim, damn it.
He said, yo, when a guy describes himself as beefy, look out.
Chill. Lord Metro with the $2 super chat. Cog Morcilla is ready. You know
Oh, man. Y'all killing me right now.
Morcilla is blood pudding. That
Oh, man. Y'all killing me. Moving on. Moving on. Messy.
I'm gonna really get these people here.
Attic, let's go.
Continue. Oh no,
It's your topic.
You start.
I
I was so busy with the smoke.
Oh, I know you busy
said.
shooting your shot. Let's go.
So wait, we jump to price raises and then we get into Indiana Jones after, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we technically did Indiana Jones already.
Yeah, okay, yeah, fine.
Yeah, we did it. We always did that.
Yeah, so the price range. I actually think this is a huge mistake on Xbox's part, especially with the momentum that they had with that last showing. Look, does this kill all that momentum? No, but to me, it's like, you finally got some good publicity. A lot of people are talking about you in a positive light. You should have pushed this, and you determined that price of that Series X when you started your marketing for this, and you shouldn't have went back on it. I don't care what happens. You don't see too many companies ever doing this, just raising prices mid-generation. This is not right, and they should feel ashamed of themselves. But at the same time, what can I do? I will say that it's the same thing I said with the PlayStation. The people that aren't in America should feel even worse because they literally because in the majority of the countries this was raised, but America and maybe another a couple regions, they literally just looked at everyone else and said, we need the prices here to be competitive with PlayStation. And because PlayStation raised the prices in these other regions, we could compete with them by raising our prices. And I don't think that was the goal. Being a $50 difference would have really helped you in terms of, once you start getting these games out. Mm-hmm. And I get it. Starfield's coming out soon. So their mindset is this is probably going to be the best game we've had for a minute. Mm-hmm. And we're going to really try to captivate that. But to me, we just came off Redfall. This is the time where you lower prices, not raise them. This is the time where you make more value into your platform, not make less value. And raising the cost of Game Pass made more sense, but that console is where I draw the line. That shouldn't have happened.
Fair enough. Addict has spoken. Saul with the twisty face.
Yeah,
what's that about? What's going on? Saul have a disagreement with the face.
You know what it is? It's just sometimes I really feel like humans don't look at some of these scenarios, and it's just a computer that they input numbers into. Be like, oh, what should we do now? And it's like that person that we all know that can't take a compliment.
Yes,
like when you compliment them and they insult you. They can't take a W and just walk away.
Oh, so what we saying here, so?
And it's just again, it's not huge, it's not momentum shifting, anything like that. It's just it's an unnecessary mini rake to step on, right? Why do this? Rake. Yeah, don't do this. Don't, especially again. Listen, the Game Pass increases we knew were coming. This is Starfield tax, people. We're paying Starfield tax.
You want the games? You gonna get the games now.
The bangers are coming, right? The bangers are coming. You're going to get Forza. You're going to get Starfield. Everything that's in the pipeline seems like it is of that quality. This is not Crackdown 3 we're not talking about. This is justified now, especially in their mind. So I knew that was coming. Should they have announced this prior or maybe wait a little bit long? Sure. But whatever. The Game Pass increases, and those are across the board. So everybody paying the Starfield tax, right? Everybody's paying that, so that's fine. But the console stuff is egregious, and it was egregious when Meta did it. It was egregious when PlayStation did it, and it's egregious now when they're doing it. You can't. It's hard to justify paying more money. I don't care what region you're in for a piece of hardware that is nearly 3 years old. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It doesn't make any sense.
Microeconomics, the inflation.
It is. The numbers will tell you differently. But at the same time, you cannot tell me that part for part, some parts of these, maybe not all, but some parts of these machines are now cheaper to find and thus should be cheaper to build, right? Okay. Now, I understand inflation across the board is ridiculous. You have to sort of match. But to me, if you're kind of quote unquote losing the PlayStation in these other regions where you're now matching them, I think it would behoove you to be below their price point, right? It just makes sense. So in that regard, the business realities supersede sort of what it looks like, right? The sort of perception. So whatever, man. It's not a huge L, but it ultimately is an L I don't think they needed to take right now. You know, for me, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. When it comes to the hardware, again, the hardware, that's a big L, because for me, no way you're telling me to pay more money for something now than when it launched nearly 3 years ago.
So Game Pass, not as much,
Game
but the
Pass,
hardware, how you feel about
the Game Pass, you knew it was coming. The timing is whatever. But the Game Pass for me, it is funny, but that is Starfield to me.
I'm sorry. I'm done with it. I'm going out and I'm buying stuff for this wall because I'm tired of people saying this is the OnlyFans angle. And what it is, it's the white wall. It's the white wall. That's what it is. It's the white wall. We're done with that. Okay. This banner's coming off and I'm putting actual stuff back there because I'm done with that. That's like the 8th time I've seen that. What's funny is because I used to have like a portable, like my camera was on like a portable mount. And I remember when people were making fun of it, I put it beside my bed on purpose and took a picture. I was feeding into it, but I'm done feeding into it.
Maybe that's what it is. I think maybe they just want the bed pick. That's what they want.
Because they heard that you sleep with the door open.
Yeah. Time.
The door unlocked and the window
open.
He said he sleep on his stomach with the door.
I remember that super chat. Moving on.
Remember that?
Moving on.
Yeah, I
forgot about that super chat. I didn't need to be reminded. I didn't need that visual. Moving.
Okay, Beefy.
Listen, I'm staying on Beefy. I like to eat. I stand on it. You ain't gonna body shame me. I like Beefy. I like to eat.
Okay.
Play the music.
Addict is not doing the OnlyFans. Relax.
Hit the beat that you do. Hit the beat.
He said, cue the beat. Hey. Cog is beefy.
Cog is beefy. I'm standing on it.
You triggered my trap card.
Continue, Addy. I'm sorry. Let's all finish this, boss.
Yeah,
no, that was it. I'm done. I'm done, man. I'm done.
No doubt. Lord King, the non-beefy version. How are we feeling? The price.
I'm chunky.
Yesterday's price is not today's price, King. How you gonna defend this?
I ain't defending it.
Oh.
I'm not defending it at all. All y'all guys that was talking about y'all got Game Pass for $1, give me that $1 back. Give me that $1 back, B. Y'all thought y'all was getting away with it. Yeah, man, I got Game Pass for $1. It's up now. Give me that $1 back. All y'all capping. Yeah, Game Pass is worth $1. I got it for. Give me that $1 back. Yo, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Don't tell me it's inflation. It's impossible because you're raising the price of the X, but not the S. So
well,
that makes your argument.
But the S, remember, they did the right thing with the S, which is they give you a new SKU so they can keep it at that price, and an older SKU.
I wonder if they're going to discontinue the old.
They're going to discontinue that one.
So you think Little Man is out of there? The white?
I think
Little White Man is out of there.
I think Little White Man is gone.
We gonna replace Little White Man, Little Black Man.
I think they upgraded them and changed them to a bigger SSD.
With the bigger package and the bigger SSD.
The bigger package.
We gonna have to change our little man.
Yeah, we got to. Right now, our little man is not racially sensitive.
You know what we should do?
Uh-huh.
We should have Little White Man and Little Black Man and put them back to back.
Put them back to back.
Back
we don't have to do none of this.
We don't have to do that. We're gonna put back.
I feel like this is
back to back. Need to come. Yeah, we need that. For taking, we need back to back.
We need a back to back.
We need that. We need a back to back.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
All right, so
with the hands.
I don't like that.
Back to back. Yeah, when he says it like, I lose it. When he says it like that, I lose it. Continue.
It's disgusting, man. Like, I rip Sony for doing it.
Real talk.
You think y'all not gonna get the smoke?
Real talk.
I could be fans of y'all all I want, but wrong is wrong.
Factual.
And you're not doing it in the sense that you're doing it where there's no competition. In those markets that y'all leading in, y'all raising the price. I said that to Sony. Sony did that. The markets that they leading in, they raise the price. They ain't do that over here. There's competition here. We ain't raising it here. We gonna keep that in the States. It's tough over here. Hard out here for a pimp. It's just, y'all didn't need to do this. And if y'all really want to stand on that square, I know Starfield is coming. I know y'all fitting to have the best year in a long time. And y'all had a great show. I think you're too high in your supply. I think somebody over there that decided to say, yo, it looks wrong if our Series X is cheaper than a PlayStation 5 because it makes it seem inferior. Whoever has that mindset over there and don't have the mindset at sell our premium at a loss under what they're selling it for so we can gain more traction, that person needs to go.
Oh, damn.
Because financially, you're doing yourself a disservice. So you walk into the store. Listen, y'all still number 3. Y'all ain't jump overnight. Okay? Y'all walking, somebody walks in the store and PlayStation has their lineup up there. Starfield ain't out yet, bro. And maybe that dude don't even know about Starfield. Let's really think about it. If somebody goes in there and be like, yo, we got Starfield and this is the casual. Well, they got Spider-Man. It's casual, like, I know who about Spider-Man. He climb the walls, he shoot the webs. What's just Starfield thing? Well, you go into space and you got ships and you can fight and you can make ships. That sounds like a lot. Let me get that Spider-Man. Y'all the same price. You got to give incentive. You got to give incentive to purchase. You're not that recognizable. Y'all keep acting like you're famous. You're not.
But what about this? Let me be corporate cog for a minute.
Go ahead.
So, like, what about this, King? Like, all right,
I don't like corporate cog.
I like corporate.
Why you guys don't like this?
Corporate cog is beefy.
So you stupid. That was good. So, like, let's just say, like, all right, to your point, right? They shouldn't do that, whatever. But we heard, right, part of the EU negotiations with ABK was that they were concerned that once Call of Duty come into the service, they go, now the price could keep going up. And part of the negotiation was to lock that price in, right? At that time. So now, what if they like, yo, if we don't do it now, we can't raise Game Pass or whatever ever for the Game Pass. Like, what do you feel about that? 'Cause they try to beat it before the thing
Game
get
Pass thing
finalized.
is inevitable because you're gonna have the family plan. This is preemptive, right? You do this, have everybody have all this outrage. Oh man, they raising the prices. That is the family plan.
Right. It's the same thing. They do something else to mitigate the bad news there,
Right.
right? They do
Because they're gonna take a loss with the family plan.
Yeah.
So let's lock in these single, player people like Sovereign.
I just got me another year yesterday.
You got to re-up.
That's crazy, right? So and then when we get the family plan and Iron Lords is on a family, it's different. But they do that now because they know they're gonna take a loss with the family plan. Let's just isolate the single players and do that. Yeah. I just don't like it. I don't like anything that is anti-consumer. This smells anti-consumer to me. Nothing in it screams that, we're in the biggest depression, recession that we've ever been in as a country, as a species for me at my time. This is the worst it's ever been. And for you to just say, yo, we're going to raise it up $50. I already got my X. I already got my S. I'm fighting for the dude that didn't, the dude that was getting his pennies up.
Yeah, trying to get it together.
So you walking into the room, you got your 500. Like, I got my $5. Yeah, it's $50 more. Nah, man. No, we got a little man over there that's the same price, and we got a little black man for $50 more. It's like, it's wrong. It's not right. You shouldn't do it. I'm not with y'all on this, and it's not about inflation. It's about actually inflating your wallets. They don't care about y'all. This shows that they don't care. Because if you cared, you would say, I'm not going to raise it. Raise Game Pass. Because I thought Game Pass was always the greatest value at the cheapest price.
It's one of the best deals in game.
Right?
Period.
So, yeah, $1, $2. Yeah, it's really not about the small amount that is being raised. Y'all going to get that dollar back. I always knew they was going to get their dollar back. I always knew that. They was not giving you nothing for free. Nobody do. Right? Once they locked you in and those numbers stabilized, once they saw those numbers, okay, we got 30 million. It's stable. Same 30 million we had last month. Same 30 million. Get our dollar back. They like it. Get our dollar back. So I'm not about
So
but
I do have a little
About that.
pushback.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
What do you feel about the argument that's saying, but addicts, they aren't raising PC Game Pass. They're only raising console Game Pass.
Because it's competition over there.
I was going to touch that too.
It's competition over there, Addict. Anywhere that is real competition at, they not raising the price.
So-
But where there's no competition and they're probably dominating in that sector, or they're close to being like number one, if not number two, they're gonna raise the price because they can. And it's just doing something because you can.
Is there competition because there's multiple storefront, or is there competition because there's multiple subscription models? Because I would argue that the storefront's a little bit more of an argument over there on PC, but the subscription model, the majority of those subscription models are on consoles as well.
Right.
So it's just like, are they seeing more of a growth on PC, or are they seeing, there's more people on Xbox currently, and they're trying to milk those, and then eventually they'll milk the PC one.
That goes into a bigger argument as to why the PC dudes don't have to pay for Xbox Live.
But see, that's why I'm bringing that up, because
we got to the point where it's not only do they not have to pay for PC online, they don't have to do anything to access the internet. Well, we should have to,
right?
But they're also not getting increases on subscriptions that console owners are getting. They're getting a raise. And remember, there was a time, because it was in beta, you paid half for the PC Game Pass when they didn't do that on console when they were starting that up.
But the thing is that is an open market. PC is an open market. Xbox console is an isolated situation. So they know when you go buy an Xbox, you're locked in. You have no other choice. But when you buy a PC, you have so many options to do so many different things. Let's just get them in any way we can.
I think, to me, business-wise, I can understand why they do it. But as a consumer, it's like, look, if you feel like you're still growing the audience on PC, you wait till you feel comfortable raising it on both. You don't just raise it on one and keep it on the other. Like, I don't like that. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't like that. I feel like that is another example that could be used against the narrative that they treat console owners like second-class citizens compared to PC. On PC, you have PC exclusive content over there.
That's true.
You don't have to pay for gold. You don't get raises on PC Game Pass. You can make a huge, credible argument that they are pushing you to the PC market.
Well, I mean, I believe everybody's going that way anyway. I believe the PlayStation's going that way. I believe Xbox is going that way. Nintendo probably won't, but I believe that's where they will ultimately end up. That PC is the ultimate, is the end game. I believe that's it. I believe everybody's going to be an app. I just believe you're going to grab your controller and play where you want to play, how you want to play it. And if you have a dongle, or if your TV supports it, if your tablet supports it, I just believe both of them is going to get there. Who gets there first depends on this ABK deal. Because this ABK deal goes through, Sony's going to be the first app. Because it's a wrap.
Salute the Colt Eastwood in the chat. Xbox need to get rid of gold ASAP. Yeah, they got to figure that part out.
That's later.
Yeah, it's gonna be
because
something.
it's just one of those things where it's like, look, like, does it bother me specifically? No, I don't really care, to be honest.
It bothers the hell out of me.
But I understand why people get upset over it, and it's frustrating because the biggest thing that bothers me is if a game can function on console, it just takes a little bit more time, like Gears Tactics or the Age of Empire games, because those eventually did come to the console market. Right. You hold that to you could release simultaneously on all your platforms. You don't do it over there because you want to appeal to that audience. If you wanted to appeal to that audience, you would keep it just on that audience. But clearly you have the intentions on bringing it over here eventually. Don't do this release here over a little bit, because then it makes me think that's a window I can open. Okay, now we're gonna have mobile games only. Like it's just like, so now there's mobile games only and PC games only, but no console games only, and it just sits wrong with me because I don't play on PC like that. But it does put a bitter taste in my mouth. That's like, why is everyone getting everything but the console manufacturers, the people that go out there, and we invest more if you want to get technical. We go out and spend the $500 on the platform.
But we the beta testers.
You can make an argument that we are.
Beta boy energy. Beta boy energy.
Yep. We try everything first.
And the biggest reason I'm like being very vocal about that is because I know a lot of Xbox people watch this, and it's just like, when's the line? Because I personally feel like we've crossed the line. Oh my god! Because to me, it's like, where's the line? Because I personally feel like we have crossed the line.
No, we holding it.
We've been crossing the line.
You holding it. Oh my god, messy. Continue.
I'm officially done.
He's done. Can you finish your bars?
You
I didn't get my bars
to
off.
come out right. Don't you buck up on me.
King, are you good?
Yeah, I'm fantastic, man.
Yeah. No, look, I'm with y'all. Like, no one should be cheering on price hikes. No one should be pumping their fists like, yes, this is what it is. You know, even if our market is unaffected, right? In the U.S., so to speak, as far as the console. But look, you know, we gotta give the, you know, what's the same energy, as the kids say. We gotta give the same energy. You know, we gave PlayStation that energy when they did it. We didn't really care for that. And, you know, usually, like Soft said, as the generation goes on, from a console perspective, you think they figure out ways to bring price and cost down. Consoles get smaller. You eventually get, you know, cheaper SKUs, and, you know, it doesn't seem to be the case here. I'm with King though. The Game Pass thing doesn't bother me as much because I've always felt like they've hinted. You know, this kids can't stay at this price forever. You know, we can't stay at this price forever. Mm-hmm. Like they've been throwing you the tea leaves. I'm with King though also, or like, I find it absolutely hilarious that they have a bomb show. Xbox got games. We got games. You like?
This is like a controlled, we're stepping on a rake time.
Yeah.
Like, it's like we're going to intentionally step on the rake, but it's just like the timing to me is just off.
I knew it was going to happen. The question was when. And I understand, though. Corporate cog understands, because I knew they got to do it now, because we still off the euphoria of how great things are, right? And before the decision on the ABK deal is done. Because if it's done, I feel there's a strong chance you won't be able to raise prices for a while, because the FTC, CMA, and all that stuff, they're looking at that to see if you are doing nefarious things once Call of Duty is in your service and in your control. What I find very interesting is the Series S not moving on price. So I look at it as like, okay, that's still what they view as their entry point to get a person, because I think they have data, right? So where more than 50% of people who are new to the Xbox ecosystem bought a Series S.
Exactly.
So that to me is still the entry point. I am very curious though if little white man stays around, because remember Starfield, you saw it was like 130 something gigs or whatever it is, right? Going to have season passes. That's good from what we see. This is the game that people are like, yo, I am looking to get an Xbox for. Yeah. So if they come through on, you know, this on Series S, low man, you know what I mean? Like, that's going to be interesting. You're going to need more hard drives because you're going to have Starfield, you're going to have Game Pass, and you're going to be able to download 3 games. How much OS is actually taken up? It's left like 300. You left with 320 something.
300 something. And you know, we haven't talked about it, but they
shout out real quick. Well, let me interrupt you. We just hit 17,000 subs.
Oh,
shout out to the people that hitting that sub button. We just
salute.
Yes, we do owe you guys a console giveaway.
Yes.
Somehow we hit 2,000 after the console giveaway in a matter of a month.
Facts.
We had 15,000 a month ago. Now we have 17,000.
So look, you know, I'm very curious to see if it stays around. Now this, you know, little black man comes
around. It'll technically stay around, but you mysteriously won't be able to find it. You just, I can't find it anymore. Whatever.
Oh yeah, it's the bad.
But another thing to think about is that Western Digital just released their versions of the SD cards that are much cheaper than the other ones, right? So now the idea of getting an OG little white man, that's great.
the fact that we got these names is out of pocket.
I gotta use it.
It's more feasible now because before the argument could be made just get a Series X at that point, right? Because these things are so expensive. But now I think the Western Digital cards are much cheaper for at least the 1 terabyte, so you can get that and not break the bank, and maybe be close to what you might pay for the black 1 terabyte, little man. So. It'll stay around.
OG little white man. Yo, they stupid.
What did you call him?
I'm leaving that alone.
Just a little black.
Yeah, there we go. Little black man.
I can't. We don't went left. But the thing that I also find interesting, is my last point, is that as far as the Game Pass, PC Game Pass being unaffected.